Hey, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Today is just another day of sadness in terms of celebrity loss. It has just not been a good year for celebrities, and just finding out this afternoon, I think a lot of people already knew about this, and I'm still sort of processing it a little bit, but another, like I said, another celebrity loss, a really good man and his wife. Um, Tragically murdered yesterday by their actual son, which is really, really heartbreaking. And of course, I'm talking about Rob Reiner and Michele Singer Reiner. Um, Rob Reiner, of course, is well known in front of and behind the camera, as well as Michele Singer Reiner. I don't know a ton about her. I looked up a little bit, but I am a big fan of Rob Reiner, so it really kind of hit me hard. Um, but yeah, born March 6th, 1947, passed away in a not so good fashion. I'm not going to go into all the gruesome details. You can look that up online because I don't want to glorify anything about his son, Nick Reiner, who was responsible. And also, I don't know all of the details as of yet, as of posting this video. I know that he did have some issues that he seemed to have overcome earlier in life with drugs, even homelessness, and other things like that. But uh, from what I understand, at least from what I understood, that everything was sort of he had gotten past these things, and I guess clearly he didn't. Something happened. I don't know. At least at the time of filming this video, but it is really heartbreaking. Rob Reiner is passing. Michelle Singer, of course, 1955. I don't know her actual birth date. I was trying to look it up, but it's just giving me the year. So, and of course, December 14th, 2025, alongside of her husband. Um, but just a little few facts about Rob Reiner himself. He's son of legendary Carl Reiner, who was one of the writers, and well, he's done a lot of things. But I personally know him mostly from from Dick Van Dyke, as he was one of the writers and one of the actors on the show. And I like a lot of the older television shows that came out before my time, but my parents watched, and I would watch them in reruns with my parents. Of course, he was son of Carl Reiner. He went and wanted to get into acting, and he was encouraged to get into acting in his teens, and did summer theater with the encouragement of his parents. And then later on in life, he wanted to start getting into film, start getting into acting, and oh, excuse me, I am dry here. And went to UCLA film school, and or went to UCLA for film rather, and really wasn't happening yet for him. It wasn't until he was 23 years old, and I think he was still in school when he started doing the character, of course, Meathead, aka Mike Stivic, or Mike Stivic, aka Meathead, depending on how you look at it. All in the Family, alongside of Carol O'Connor, Gene Stapleton, and Sally Struthers. And I actually do have a All in the Family record here, and there, of course, there he is. And sadly, almost everyone in this picture is now deceased. Carol O'Connor and Gene Stapleton, of course, passing away from natural causes. And thankfully, Sally Struthers is still with us. As far as I know, I don't think she's passed away, but as far as I know, she's still with us. I could have looked that up, but and she was also an activist. And of course, yeah, Mike Stivic, yeah, Rob Reiner, along his wife, they were very strong with activism with equal rights for whether gender, sexual orientation, race, and actually co-founded the it's called. I wrote it down here. American Foundation for Equal Rights, which fought for the rights of a lot of people. They were against the bill in Florida, I think it was. Anyway, it was the bill that prohibited same-sex marriage. They really fought against that. And but yeah, after sorry, where am I going with this? After All in the Family finished off, and he was acting, but he was also doing a lot of directing, writing. More of the work he was doing was behind the camera. A lot of film credits, of course, are well known, like We got Spinal Tap here. Of course, we got the Princess Bride over here. We have When Harry Met Sally, Misery, which actually I was surprised that he did Misery. I had no idea. Harry Met Sally, A Few Good Men. This is Spinal Tap, like I said, and Princess Bride. Anyway, there's been several. Stand By Me, of course, being another one. And a lot of his credit he gave to Carol O'Connor, which I also have a record of Carol O'Connor right here. And yeah, it's, I don't know what, I slopped on it, but anyway, yeah, he put out a record in 1971. And the whole record was influenced by the closing credit music for All in the Family. So if you're ever interested, look that up. It's called Remembering You. It's pretty interesting. But uh, but yeah, he gives a lot of his credit to Carol O'Connor. He's done a lot of cameos in TV shows. I think it was he's been on The Simpsons. I want to say Friends. I don't know, several TV shows, several movies that he wasn't actually filming, but he came in as a cameo and just said, did his lines, and a lot of people would see him on screen and go, "There's the meathead." But because let's face it, he played the role so iconically, he's always going to be known as the meathead. So, and All in the Family is one of my favorite shows of all time, if not my favorite show of all time, television show. But I just want to see. I wrote a few things down here, but I think I may have said everything I needed to say. But yeah, I think that's about all the information I wrote down. I didn't go into a big thing about it, but there is a lot of things you can look up on Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, wherever you want to look. I just wanted to say that it's really heartbreaking that that it happened the way it did. And not just him and his wife, and the questions his family must be going through right now. Why did this happen? Why did this happen? Like, I mean, as a fan, it's heartbreaking enough, but just to be someone that knew him personally, um, that would be more devastating. And just someone who loved him and grew up with him, that would also be quite heartbreaking. But to all his family out there, I wish you all the best, and hopefully you can sort of get through these times and this heartbreak. I know it's something you'll never get over, losing a loved one like that, but be strong, and hopefully you can see through this. And I'm not sure about the answers of why yet. I think it's still too recent, because when I looked it up online, it really wasn't saying anything yet. But it is a sad day, and I just want to say rest in peace to both Rob and Michelle, and to your family. My heart's out to you, goes out to you, and you're in my thoughts. But if you have any comments about if you're a fan of his movies, his TV shows, just him in general, yeah, please leave a comment down below and tell me what you thought of it. If this is the first time you're hearing about it, sorry you had to hear about it this way, especially if you're a fan. And I guess that's about all I'm going to say about this. And if you watched it all the way, thank you so much. Subscribe, like, comment, etc., etc. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until the next one. Bye.